What's up, everybody? We are back. Your favorite relationship misfits are back in the building. Listen, you got me. I am Nikki Lovebug, as everyone loves to call me, because I love all things love. And if you are here, I need you to hit the like button, the heart button. I need you to show me some love. I need you up. Oh, here we go. What's up? I need to know that y'all are in the building. So here is your requirements right now. Y'all know how we like to do it. We finna be laid back. So I need everybody to go grab your friend, go share with them, tell them come in, come watch our tomfoolery. And then I'm finna bring in my relationship misfits with me. Listen, the whole premise of this show is we're gonna talk about all things relationships, situationships, how to not go down with the ship. And of course, we can't tell you the right way because most of us have not figured that out, but we can definitely tell you what not to do. So let me bring in my first relationship misfit, the other she to the she shed. What's up, Camel Chick?
Hey, I still
You know
got my
what
hair
is
straight,
funny?
girl, for another
I
week.
know, right?
Another week.
Last
Another
last
week.
season, for anybody that was with us last season, you know we was all curly. I don't know what it is. You getting fresh
Yes.
and new all this
I'm
season
going
from the
curly
sheet.
after this week, though. I'm going.
Me
This is
too,
too
dog.
much.
Me too.
I
But
don't
I'm
know how y'all
red.
do this all the
Anybody
time. This is too
notice
much.
like Nikki with red? I don't do red, but I'm
Mm-hmm.
doing the red. Okay,
You
yeah, I know
doing
how
the
you feel
red?
about
You
that.
doing the red? Your pH balance. You know what? Somebody is getting started already. Hey, no,
Well,
no.
hey, no. First up, let's shout out our she's that are in the audience before I even address the tomfoolery
Yes.
that came up on the screen. What's up, Jenna? Hey, what's up going on with you? We got Dwayne in the building, and of course, we got Miss Nunu. Now, let me just bring the he's. What's up, Tia? Let me
Hey,
bring the
y'all.
keys
Hey,
to the show.
Lisa.
Listen, I'm going to start with Mr. Smoke Fella because you know Lucky is probably backstage eating or trying to share the show or turning off Law and Order. So I'm going to bring
Right.
in Mr. Smoke Fella first. Mr. Smoke Fella, we finally worked out our contract negotiations. You in the building.
We are
Well,
happy to have you back.
my fans chimed in and
Did
they
they
got
though?
they got out there and protested and that
Did they
contract
though?
got signed.
Yes.
Hey, you
Yes.
know,
Yes.
I got love for the fans. They came for me. It is a few
Uh-huh.
Did
out there
they?
that I fight with, but they love me.
They love
I
you.
didn't
They
I
love
didn't
you.
see any protests or anything, but we're gonna let you stick with your story. Okay. We gonna
Yeah,
let's
That's
just
his
go with it.
story. He's
they
sticking
Okay.
to it.
they went out front of the studio though. They was in the back.
They went
Oh, they was in the
in the
back.
alley?
Yeah, yeah,
In the
they was in
alley.
the alley.
Oh,
Yeah,
Your
got
people were
you.
protesting
All
in the
right.
alley. Okay.
yeah, because they
Yeah,
getting little
All right.
Nunu
Grammys.
summed it up best. That's the yeah, we all kind of like, yeah, okay.
And then,
Yeah.
I looked at the contract and then I prayed to my boy. It is what it is.
Like Jesus.
Yeah.
Listen, I just want y'all to know that being as a part of his contract negotiation is now a producer. And so
Yes.
I don't even know what tomfoolery he's just gonna pop up on the screen.
Mm-hmm.
So it's gonna be all new. So let me balance out the
Thank
craziness
you.
of the he's and bring the logical Lucky Lefty to the show. Lucky, can you
In
please
the
balance
building,
out the tomfoolery of your boy over there?
in the building. What's up, good people? Man, I see so many people chiming in. That's what's up, man.
Yes.
Everybody's back. Couldn't wait to get us back. We a little worried. We've been gone for a minute.
We've been
And,
gone for
and
a little
uh,
bit.
I ate early and Law and Order not on tonight. By the
Okay, well,
way,
I'm just trying to make sure
why
because
you putting me out there talking about?
I was
Don't
trying to
nobody
make
know what I be
sure.
doing backstage.
Well,
You know,
Don't nobody know what I do
never
backstage.
mind.
they don't know you in makeup because before you come back on, this is you.
Uh,
You know
see,
what?
when you
We
gave the wrong person control of the panel.
we
Ain't
may
that
need to
something?
Y'all,
limit his time
Ain't that
producing.
something?
y'all, I don't know what is happening, but Mr. Smokefella is in control of the producing tonight. So
I don't know if
Get
it's
your
him or that.
giggles on.
I don't know if it's him or that skinhead skull cap he got on. Look like one. Look like Remy from Higher Learning.
Hey, listen, man. Hey, I figured it went with I'm doing no shave November. So if I get a little rough looking, that's the rationale.
That's the
What's
rationale.
up? What's up, Miriam in the building? So listen. Our fans have been waiting a long time. I don't know about y'all, but my DM was blowing up. At least once a week, somebody was like, "When you bring the show back? When y'all coming back? Are y'all coming back? I guess y'all not coming back. We are back, y'all. So every week you can expect to see. Well, at least 3 of us are back. We still working on being.
You sure that's what your DMs was saying?
You know what?
Listen. We're not gonna talk. But speaking of DMs, that was a great lead in. I'm just gonna say every Tuesday, 8 p.m. Central, because somebody needs a nap before they can get on. So we had to change the time. I won't say who needs the nap, but it was like, yeah, it was like, but we
him
missed
downstairs.
you too, Miriam. So speaking of DMs, we had a lot of listener stories that we were invested in. I don't know about y'all, but I know we were definitely invested. Now, Camo Chick had a story. So Camo, real quick, for some of our new viewers out there, go ahead and tell us a summary of what we had. And then we all been on edge since last week. Are they still together?
Inquiring minds.
Inquiring
last
minds.
season, Once Upon a Smash, we call it Once Upon a Smash. So there was a couple that had recently started dating. They have been together for a couple of months. And the gentleman realized that his girlfriend's best friend is somebody that he used to smash while he was married. So he had an extramarital affair, which caused him to be divorced. But he admitted that he didn't know too much about his mistress's personal life. So he didn't know her friends, anything really about her. But he realized, like, oh my God, this is the best friend of my woman. And of course, they ran into each other, and neither one of them couldn't figure out if they wanted to tell the girlfriend that they had smashed in the past. Realized that the girlfriend had she knew that her friend was a little bit out there, but she didn't know about him. So he decided to tell his girlfriend that he had been with the best friend. They had a little tense moment, and she took it really hard. The best friend still has not owned up to the fact that they had slept together.
Hold on, pause. Even as of right now,
ain't said nothing. No. So the girlfriend never confronted the best friend about it. She never confronted.
Oh, the girlfriend no, but she never confronted her best friend about it.
She didn't confront the best friend about it. She was waiting on the best friend to say something. So remember, they were supposed to all be at a party together, but they did not end up at the party after she found out. So I will say the gentleman, he went against our judgment and actually told her, and he was like, "But I love this woman. I want to be with her. I just need to be honest because I don't want her to find out through her friends." So he, did what he wanted to do, and he told her.
We told you not to do it.
The girlfriend took it hard. They had a little bit trying moment, but he stuck in there, and I am happy to announce that they are still together now.
What?
Yeah, still together. The question on the table is, what's the relationship with the best friend? He has stated that the best friend doesn't really come around anymore. Oh, I must add that all throughout his entanglement with the best friend, that she was also in a relationship and was still in the relationship with that gentleman. Even to this day. Yeah. So he has no clue about any of this. None of this.
So that's the side pieces, other side of the side of the other side.
Right.
Oh, wow.
You and me are part-time lovers, and she and he are part-time lovers. Absolutely.
Wow.
So, but they are still together. He says that if things go well, he thinks that he expects, you know what? He says this might be the one. So we'll see.
Is she invited to the wedding?
The best friend? I don't know. They haven't
She
even talked
definitely
about
would not be the matron of honor. I tell you that.
it. No.
Those are facts. So I take it she's
I
not coming back
cannot
for Sunday.
believe
She's not coming
that
back for Sunday
after all
football
this
or nothing
time.
like that,
No,
right?
she's not coming back for Sunday football.
So how awkward would it be if, say, she brought her guy around? You know what I'm saying? Like, let's say they having something at the house, right?
Uh-huh.
Best friend come and bring her guy around. So they going by the house of the guy she was dipping off with because she was his dip from his wife.
Stop.
Oh my God, it's Love and Hip Hop
No,
all over again.
I wouldn't even want that to happen because you know what's going to happen? Somebody's going to get drunk and it's going to all come out. Like, literally.
Just like a Madea movie where always while we eating dinner, somebody got to slip and
want that to
tell you
happen.
One too many glasses of wine and it's
one
all
too
in
many
pocket.
glasses of wine, one too many beers is all out there. And so
well, I am tripping because let me just tell you, I am with Nunu. I'm wowing. First up, I thought by now that the girlfriend, when she saw that the relationship had got serious, that she was going, put it on the table. But she chose to be a coward and just kind of walked away from the friendship rather than admit that she smashed. So,
but I think the question still goes, though.
No, it doesn't.
Do she have a right to be upset? It was before her. The girlfriend was before her. It wasn't during. Now, true, that was her best friend, but you know what I mean? It wasn't a.
Lucky we already talked about this.
I don't know,
we didn't discuss this.
I don't know,
but it still don't feel like she got a right to be upset.
I smashed you, and all of a sudden, my best friend and you have had sexual relationships, and neither one of y'all tell me, and we all in the same place together, and I'm the only person that is not. It's all about you protecting who you with and never putting them in a position where they look stupid. And that got me, I'm just sitting there kiki-keying and all of that in her face. And she know what your dingling look like. No, that's not okay.
So that's she know how you move, everything. That's
withholding in line, huh?
Withholding in line. I mean, think about it. Like, I would be.
I tell her like about a sexual experience, and she in her mind talking about, oh yeah, he did that move on me. No. You can't
no. Like that. Like, does he take your leg and he do this with it? Like,
but do y'all think it's something that they can get past as friends though?
Oh,
as females, you think it's something they can get past?
It's been too long. It's been too long. It's been way too long.
Okay.
She was supposed to say
something right away.
She was supposed to tell.
I put the onus on her. She should have pulled her aside when she found out. As soon as he walked in, and she was like, "Ooh, that was my deal."
Like, girl,
2 questions.
Right, exactly. As soon as he walked in the room, that's exactly what popped off.
Girl, like, where did you meet him? But you know what? But remember, the best friend never knew. The girlfriend never knew that the best friend had this extramarital affair with this guy.
Exactly. So she didn't know nothing about it at all. Right.
So part of that is like, you could have actually said something like, "Hey, girl, like I never told you about that dark moment in my life where I was getting with this dude, but that's him." Like, just
so Mr. Smoke fella, can guys get past that? You think as guys we can get past that?
You see his look? No, look at him.
You ain't froze.
You're not frozen. I see your smoke moving. I see your smoke.
It was see, I shouldn't have had the smoke going.
The ladies just said they couldn't get past. You think the guys can get past? You think guys can get past it?
Anybody that say that they can, they lying. It takes a special type of dude to get past that, especially if somebody don't hit you in the pregame before you get there and tell you different things that to expect. You got to hit me with the pregame. But if you don't hit me with the pregame and then we sitting there, now you want to tell me?
I think
things just went left, man. But at this age, it's a lot of stuff that we can get by because ain't nobody got a clean record.
Yeah, and I think guys, the friendship can recover with the guys. It's gonna be awkward. Of course, you ain't gonna bring your girl around your boy if he they didn't have sexual relations. But because I didn't seen it I've seen it
Can
a
it
lot.
recover if he never tells you though?
I've seen it a lot where they kind of tripped over each other, didn't realize it, and they found out it's still cool. Like they all right.
But would you guys have had the conversation? Would you have like could the friendship recover from a male point of view if he never told you he smashed?
Yeah, I think so.
Men are so different than women.
They are.
I think
That's
so.
why this is he said.
Because first of all, you don't want to be the dude they talking about in the shop like his old sensitive ass caught feelings. You know, you don't want to be that dude. So your pride and ego gonna make you kind of not, you know. Be his old sensitive, soft ass, Ralph transvert ass.
Yeah.
You know, dudes clown each other like that. You know what I'm saying? We clown each other like that, though. Like, man, that was old, man. Don't worry about that, man. Get over that. That's your boy. Move on. You know what I'm saying? I think guys will get over it.
Right, but as soon as you walk out, after you get your cut and you walk out, they keep hearing like, man.
Right.
But
No.
No, but
that's sure East jokes about.
But you know what, a man, like Lefty said, you don't want to be that dude, but it's on your mind. It's on your bird. It's on your bird.
Y'all know y'all don't give. I mean, women and men is totally different. We do not get the same grace that y'all do. So, and we don't give each other the same grace that y'all do either. So, no.
I also think our friendships, I think male friendships are very different from female, and they shouldn't be. But I think men will definitely.
They shouldn't be.
I think women. I don't think we're fair to other women.
Oh, okay.
So we're quick to write off another woman. Like you get zero pass. We would give our man 17 passes,
right?
And let your best friend who been riding with you, and I'm done. So I would say that women friendships. We can't take. We sensitive when it comes to our friendships. So we quick to say, instead of saying a female played us, we gonna absolutely be like, no, I'm done. And I feel like y'all don't take yourselves so serious in friendships. Like, I love it. Yep.
No. Those are
y'all are better friends. We take everything serious. She know I bought that outfit, and then she gonna wear it up here, and we take everything.
Well, we ain't gonna say serious. I think y'all take everything personal. Like you know, like somebody.
You think it ain't personal? Somebody said with your man.
Y'all almost like we ain't talking. That's deeper. That's deeper than that.
Oh, okay, all right.
We talking about little small.
That's another level.
Yeah, that's a whole nother level. I think it's y'all almost like the paranoid schizophrenic. Y'all always think somebody after y'all or someone. Somebody out to get you, or somebody out to get you or something. You know, like
we got split personality.
Things happen, man. You know, things happen. You're a little triggered.
I'm hot. I'm triggered.
It is a little
paranoid. I had to turn around and see who you was talking to. It wasn't just triggered no more. I was checking.
Because women compete more than men. They say men are more competitive, but women compete way more than men.
Well, the men are chiming in and they agree. I'm with you, Tammy. Like, really, we're not schizophrenic and we're not paranoid. Okay, it's just. Let's be honest. I'm going to put it out there. Men take note. Women sometimes are petty and malicious to people that they call friends.
There you
go. And the loyalty, see, there's a man code. We as women have not yet agreed on a woman's code. And the code is what fits me right in that moment instead of us having a true code. Now that's the reality of it.
Also, y'all code just go with the flow.
Yeah, our code is whatever I say it is in that moment instead of being a legit code.
We got a whole man law book. It's like 58 chapters. Yeah. It's like 58 chapters, and you can't.
We have about 100 drafts of the woman code, and we ain't figured out which one we're gonna use. I mean, it's the truth because depending upon your experience, where you're from. Like it just is not together. We just cannot get on one accord. Yes, Mr. Smokefella.
I don't even know who you are with that straight hair right now. I'm just looking at you like
you?
I'm like, man, what is going on? I'm used to the curls, and you know, you talking, and I'm like,
I was about to read the comment from Joey Sis.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, I was about to read this. Nick, you back?
I'm back. My bad.
Oh, okay.
She was triggered so hard.
That trigger went hard, and you ran off the screen for a minute. You ready to fight?
Her pH went off.
You know what?
So let's read the comment, man.
That's why you
damn right, because women are emotional, and sometimes our friendships are more intimate than our own relationships. And I'm not talking about sexual, and it's very hurtful when a friend betrays you.
Mm-hmm.
That's strong. That's strong.
That is very strong. And I think we are more distrustful of our friends. I mean, I'll tell you a rule that I was taught by other women that taught we as women teach women to not trust women. Everything in our rule book is about not trusting another woman. I'll give you an example of a rule. I'm gonna give you a glimpse.
Okay.
All right, man, I'm letting you in. If you are friends, and I'm talking about friends, got a telephone number, she cool with, I bet you from as a grown-up, it ain't one of your girl's best friends that could just pick up the phone and call you like that.
Wait, say that one more time.
Because the rule is you don't allow your friends to create connections with your boo.
Yeah.
So like
I agree with that.
If I'm finna go to sleep and like you waiting on your ride, okay, well you gotta go. Like if I'm not present, like you're not gonna be alone with my guy in any situation for any reason for any length of time.
Right.
Yeah.
And I don't care. We could have been friends from the cradle to the grave, but we've been taught from the very beginning the way women teach other women, way we teach our daughters is you don't trust her. Right. What you got her all in your friend face for? Why y'all like? It's never our idea to double date unless we trying to hook our single friend up with somebody, or we know that their relationship is solid.
And
let's be 100.
Wow.
If you kind of sort of single and stuff, if I'm trying to hook you up and then notice we dip off, I'm gonna leave you here. Y'all can talk, and me and my man gonna go over here. Like, really, the way we maneuver, whether we want to admit it or not, as women, is that we're taught not to trust other women.
Oh wow. Okay, I learned something new tonight.
Look at you.
And men, that's not how y'all taught. Like y'all not taught that from men. So friendships from the very beginning is different. So that's okay. So when I see the ladies are telling you,
the ladies
like,
actually
that's I get it. I totally get it. I totally get it.
So can somebody tell me why Dwayne was throwing shots and that's why we single?
I don't know.
Dwayne?
What?
I
don't know.
First up, the only person single on here is me, so I feel like that was a shot at me. So I'm gonna need to know.
But it was after Tiffany's comment, though.
It was?
Yeah.
Was it for me, Dwayne?
I forgot we was talking about something.
I need Dwayne, come on in. I need to know who you just said. Because y'all know y'all quick to throw that out. Oh, you gonna die with the cats and all that. I don't care about being single.
Going back to you guys' rule, though, that's pretty interesting because I think even guys, even your closest homies, you know the ones that really, to me, shouldn't nobody be like, should none of my homies be communicating with my lady outside of me, like especially like on an intimate level, phone calls, DMs, and all that. Not saying like when we all in a group setting, y'all can't talk, not on no crazy jealous stuff, but I think it's just a respect factor, right? Like if I need to, like if I need to holler at New, I'm gonna talk to Ben first. So I think that's just that's common courtesy. You know what I'm saying? That's how it's supposed to be. Not that he think I'm gonna try to do something or, and it's not that I think that I don't think I think he don't trust me. I know he trusts me, but I'm still gonna do that anyway. And even though like I'm cool with New, but I just wouldn't do that. You know what I mean?
And that's the type of friendship you all have, though. So that's unique because not everybody. I can honestly tell you, I can count on my hand a few women that I would never, ever, 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 under any circumstances leave. Hell, I don't even want them in the same room with them because I know what's gonna happen. Like they're going to throw a pass. Now he's not gonna respond, but they are literally going to throw a pass
them
because that's just who they are. And all you guys know which one of your dudes
got the whole friends then.
got the,
I want to bring Nunu into the conversation because you know here on our show we keep our audience y'all is like for real in here. So she's saying she disagrees. She said, if you don't trust me to be around your man, I don't want to be around you. But I think Tammy sums it up. I agree with you, Nunu, but that is what we were taught growing up. So I agree. Like, I'm that type of friend too. Like, if you don't trust me, but the reality is we don't trust. You know,
you have you have to realize who that friend is. Just like Camo just said, or that whoever that girl is down there. I don't know what that hell.
I'm a curl. It's gonna be curly next week. I got you.
But the thing is, you know your friends. You got your diehard 100s, and you got them what you call them, Lefty?
Cheerleaders.
No. What you call them, a harlot? What you call them, a
hussy?
A hussy.
You know the hussy.
Yeah, you know who the hussy friends are. So no, you don't. You're not leaving that hussy around your man, or you don't want to even put your man in that situation to be around a hussy. So you got to get a little deeper on that though.
I don't think you should be around people with no boundaries.
There is categories. Yeah,
there are categories to friendships, right? And so when we're talking, like, if I consider you be a best friend, right? That means we have established trust and rapport.
Right, a true friendship, not a homie. Now, a true friendship you talking.
I'm also gonna say I've had a best friend that smashed, like, literally multiple guys I dated, and the first time I put it on him. The second time I said, common denominator is you, chick, and like so some of us have been hurt by people we trusted.
Was she
and
a hussy?
They were our friends.
Was she a hussy in?
Well, I didn't know she was a hussy at the time. Like, you don't know.
Because when y'all went to the club and turned up, she was like, girl, I got to ride home. Just go home without me.
But that's what people think. And see, I think that's where I think that is where people get it wrong. The hussies are the easy ones to keep away from your man. Them are the ones you know will go for anybody moving in the room. But sometimes we have people around us, like you said, that's competing with us that we don't even know we in competition with. And then the minute you get with a dude, now all of a sudden he's attractive.
Yeah. Well, it's levels to hussiness, though. It's levels to hussiness.
It's levels to the hussiness.
I made up a word.
Level 5 is like the worst. Is that what you're trying to say? You got people who level 10.
Like you got hussies who like being set up.
Okay, see,
do a bunch of one night stands.
I'm doing the flag.
I'm talking to a flag.
Oh, what? Hussy.
Lisa said,
not on hussiness.
I know women that get pregnant by their homegirl's ex-man.
Oh, wow.
And then we got men chiming in. I have been in that situation that my girlfriend's sorority sister tried to make a pass at me in front of her. Nunu said, I have to, Nicole, and we aren't friends today.
I think a lot of us have been in that situation.
Yeah.
But understand this. You got to understand this. When it comes
semi-hussy.
So
I'll
got to understand.
I'll break it down in a minute. Go ahead, Ben. I'll break it down in a minute. I'll break it down in a minute.
Listen, I'm gonna put it like this. When you got friends, this person has been a friend for you, and you have been blinded to their hussiness. Yeah, that's a word, right? I love that word. You've been blinded to it, and you just didn't look at the flags and all of that. You didn't look at the flags. They was a hussy,
the hussiness,
and you just chose to look past the hussiness because they was cool with you. They wasn't undercover. You just chose to look past it. Just like when you with a man and you know he ain't no good, but you look past that. It is what it is. Don't look past the hustle. It's there.
You're telling me I ignored the friendship red flags.
I'm with them on that one though.
You said that she smashed multiple boyfriends.
Well, I mean, it kept
Multiple.
going. Like, she
One
didn't
time.
stop because we stopped being friends.
But
Like,
I'm
she
just
just is
saying.
more
Oh,
open.
she kept going even after
That
y'all stopped.
Yeah,
that
even
first
after we
dude,
stopped being friends. Like, she,
Oh,
I
that's
mean,
called black single
I can
female.
tell you
That's
No.
black single
the
female.
first time
That's
she
No.
met the dude that you smashed, your first boyfriend that she smashed, she didn't get a church hug when the first time she met him. She leaned in, sniffed took a waft of his cologne,
Wow. What the
and
heck?
you just said,
Wow.
That
you
word
like that?
from, man.
You like that? That's a waft.
Waft.
Yeah, look,
Okay, I like,
yeah.
I like it, bro. I like it. I'm gonna
Google
use
it.
it.
Google it.
I'm gonna use
Took a
waft.
waft of his cologne, and she kind of raised that one back leg up. You just didn't pay attention to it.
Okay.
So
So
wait,
anyway,
go ahead, Tiff.
so here's what my thing is, because this is how I am with my friends. And if you could be my best friend or just somebody I could just consider to be my friend, like the minute you tell me that's your man, he becomes asexual to me. I don't even see
Yes.
him as a sexual being. Like he is just that guy. Like my best friend now, she's saying I can't even tell you how to do look. Like honestly, because
No.
it just is not in my mind. It's not in my DNA to want to do that. But there are women that's what they do, and it's because
That's what he looked like, Camo.
Stony with the curl? That's my man right there. Y'all get off Stony, man. Y'all gonna stop with Stony.
Stop. We can't.
No,
he cannot produce
he
again.
looked like more like the Ricky Smiley to us. Like for real, y'all just don't know.
Right.
When we call y'all brother, like the
Like you
thought
brother.
of y'all.
It's like ill. But anyway, I think that that's the respect. You have to have that level of respect for your friend.
Right.
And that's where it starts. I respect my friend and I respect their relationships. Like I don't want them, just like I wouldn't want them to want my man. But I think that there are just people out there that's what they do. Like it's a game to them. Like, let me see if I can get your man and get your man and get your woman and get your woman. And it
but
just
I think
happens.
Robin brings that point up too, where she
Right.
says, but
That's
those
facts.
aren't your friends, but an associate, and you have to be careful in calling people your friend, and that's true. But
Well,
you
you
my
have
best
to-
friend.
you
You
have
my
to-
best friend, boo. You my best friend.
That's why you
outside.
got to know the levels of the hussiness, right? Like I said, you can have a as the old folks say back in the day, you can have a fast tail friend, right? A little fast tail friend, but that don't necessarily mean she'll smash your guy. Like she got boundaries, right? So that's when you. But then
That's
you
true.
got.
Because
But
some
then,
of them huskies, they got more morals than some.
now,
yeah, they like.
But now then you got the no boundary hussies who don't care if they see it look it look tasty to them, they going for it. They don't care if it's yours, they sisters, they whoever they gonna go for.
Hey y'all, Stacy just dropped bars. What's up, sis? What's up, Stacy? You know who to trust.
We know to trust and who to watch.
And you know who to watch.
Yeah.
You better watch.
Yeah.
I don't know, Stacy. Stacy got that hell of an eye. You might have to keep an eye on her. Yeah.
she got a little hair of an eye in her picture. But quick question though. So we're talking a lot about the woman, but what about the man? Does the same rule apply? Are there levels to, like, I know we don't call them men, but
it's definitely level.
You hop on the women a lot, but we're not talking about the men because it takes two to tangle.
You got the homies that even though they out here doing their thing, but they ain't gonna come at your girl. But then you got the homies you always kind of keep an eye on and be like, if that MF slide in your DM, you better let me know. Like, yeah, we know it. Shit, you got them. You got them around.
But you know what?
They ain't necessarily friends. They can just be associates.
Y'all are better at communicating that. Because I can think, now that you said that, I can think of somebody where I'd be like, hey, so-and-so sent me a friend request. And they look and be like, nope, you can't be his friend. You'll be like,
shut that down.
You'll be like, nah, you need to talk to him.
No.
Listen, it's always a dude out there that'll come cheesing in your face, but then trying to slide in your girl DM.
And we part of the cigar world, so
right. And those type of cats, when you shake their hand, you try to crush it. You try to crush it so they know. I ain't playing with you.
I'm trying to figure out how I, as the host, got stuck in the box with the logo. Anybody notice that?
Right. No, I was supposed to be in the box. You got to switch me.
It's in my contract.
I would take one for the team and be in the box.
I just wanted y'all to notice that this was in his contract. This was his contract. Yeah. That one.
But I offered to stay in the box with the logo, so he would be happy.
So let me ask this question. Because I think we all can tell stories. Now I can tell you that I had a story where a guy literally, why you spotlight me?
Just finish. Don't finish.
I had a guy who actually dimed on my dude. Like that was his first step to getting in, is that he legit was the one who told me my dude was cheating. Like,
oh, that happened to all of us. That
so
happened to everybody.
Like, yeah, like
whether you know or not, it has happened to you, fellas. Trust me, it has happened to you.
How you got caught up.
Yes, it has happened to you.
Totally.
Well, somebody you thought was your boy, and then been dropping dimes on you. It's happening.
And literally, he was somebody that my boy felt comfortable with having around and everything. Yeah. And so when he hit me with the, I watch how he treats you and what he be doing in these streets, and it ain't right, and you deserve. And I was like, oh, you sound like Joe. Wait a minute. I can't. And most men don't even understand. I can't trust you either, because if you don't value his friendship, how would you value a relationship? It's still a ship. Like hit you with
you such a sweet person. You such a good person. Man, sit your
that
line out the gate.
If you were mine, I would do this X, Y, and Z. Right. You ain't gonna do
you deserve better. Get your punk ass. All right, man.
Yeah. That line too. Yeah. It happened just like that.
I told you this hour going fast. Let's get into it.
Yes.
All right. Since the hour is going fast, and we're gonna do what I want to do. Lucky.
I told you.
Always trying to boss somebody around.
I told you the hour was gonna go fast, didn't I?
You did.
Okay, listen. Jody got your girl and gone. Listen. All right. So, since this episode is Once Upon a Smash, let's keep with what we talking about, because we gotta get invested. Now, Camo then already gave us our story. They not no fun. He finna pop the question at Christmas time, whatever. Okay, that's not no fun no more. Ain't no drama in that. But Lucky has a Once Upon a Smash story. We have a listener who was bold enough to send his situation to the Relationship Misfits for advice. So,
yes,
Lucky, take it away.
Yes. So, situation, right? Single man on a dating site, doing the dating site thing. Was doing it for a while. Met a young lady. They started dating, and this one particular young lady, they got close pretty quick, right? Went on about 2 dates. Then from there, they really started hanging. I mean, doing the whole walking in the park hand in hand. Like, he was really feeling her. They, and she was really feeling him. They had the conversation. So when little time passed and the conversation came up about committing, she came forward, and they were talking about the experience on the dating sites, and she revealed to him that it was still a dude that she had met on there that she was still sexually involved with. And because they weren't committed, yes, her intention was she was still smashing them, and she was going to continue until they got to that level, where they were truly just going to commit to each other and be exclusive. Then she would stop. Now, the young man got in his feelings about that, because he felt he felt like they were getting so close and the feelings were getting involved that she should have just cut that off and kind of worked on them, because that's what they were kind of heading towards. That's the direction they were going in. But she was brutally honest. So his fight is, okay, she was honest about it, but I don't know if I can deal with a woman that's capable of doing that. So that's what the question is to the he said, she said audience. How would you feel about a situation like that? She's brutally honest. She still and even said she not gonna stop until they decide to be exclusive. Like, she gonna continue to do what she do.
But what she need to be exclusive?
Well, I'm just saying.
I'm just trying to understand because, like Dwayne said, this is why I'm gonna be single. This why I shouldn't be single because y'all out here with y'all bad pickers picking females that's telling you to your face, punking you, that I'm gonna keep smashing this other dude because he got better dingaling than you until you give me something to make me want to walk away from the dingaling.
Had he had sex with her?
Yeah, they were. They were full.
Exactly.
They were
you
full.
already getting dingaling. Why you got to keep that dingaling over there?
So they had a lot in common. They were really connecting. They was getting really tight.
Getting there.
They were getting there. So I think the biggest question is at what point in the dating, when you're dating somebody, do you cut off that other little side thing you had going on? You know, is there a limit? Like when is the time to stop? Like at what point do you say, all right, I'm gonna cut this off and just explore this?
When you say, will you go with me? Yes or no?
Yes or no?
You gonna write the letter, G?
Circle. Yes or no?
Circle, yes or no.
You gotta have a conversation.
You got
like
but you gotta lead up to that conversation, right?
So, but here's the thing. I think that when in this, maybe it's just me, but I think when we meet people, we are under the false assumption that nothing else is going on in their lives. That's completely false for me.
And we know that's bull. We know that.
And we know that's not true. Everybody got somebody they probably smashing. Right. Everybody got their emergency break glass, dick or pussy.
Hold on. We told y'all on, I don't know, episode 25.5, whatever, but we told y'all stop trying to tell a dude that you gonna continue to smash somebody else and you want to be with them. That don't work because it's a Bible passage on that.
Really?
Thou shalt belong to the streets.
That is not true.
Come on, man.
So, but again, it goes back to how we don't give women the same level of grace as men. Now, I'm not saying her approach was wrong, but at least she was honest about it. Like, she was honest. She told him, like, by the way, it's somebody else in the picture. Now, you know me, y'all know how I feel about that. But again, like, she was honest about it. Now, had he found out, it probably would have went further left. Right?
What do we say? You can't handle the truth.
Right. I'm with Tanya. If I'm serious about someone, then I cut off the side dude, but that's just me. So here's my thing with the dating world, and this is why I'm single. There is no sure thing. So it almost sounds like she wants to keep everything she has until she's sure.
She ain't putting all her balls in no basket.
But see, right there, you going in
marriage. There is no sure. It's never a you got to take a risk.
So you trying to say in marriage? You trying to say in marriage that okay, I don't know if this is gonna work out, but I'm gonna tell dude that I still got this internet dude in my back pocket.
No, what I'm saying is there is no place that you reach in a relationship that you can just let I'm good. He'll never leave. I'll never be alone. Like, there's always a risk in it. That's why you always have to date somebody. You always have to keep loving on them. So my question is, what the heck is she waiting on?
And maybe
waiting on Jesus to come down here and have a conversation with her to say either way.
Maybe she been burnt in the past.
Yeah. Lefty, I got a question for you. Have they been in this for a while, or was this?
It wasn't even a while.
This is right out the gate.
I would say it's less than, say, about 2 months.
Oh, so he
about like 2 to 3 months when you've been seeing somebody, y'all talking every day on the phone. And y'all, like I said, y'all doing the whole, spending the night, y'all holding hands, walking in the park, the little cute stuff, But you just ain't never, that conversation still wasn't had that, we work on, even though they feel.
So why would we choose to have the conversation that I'm smashing somebody else, that I'm not going to stop?
I don't know how it came up.
Rather than just have the conversation to say, I'm really feeling you. You seem to really be feeling me. Mm-hmm. Where's this going?
Well, that's a great question.
And then you can cut off dude because now you got clarity on this situation. But why? It almost feels like she either A, trying to force dude into something by making him feel jealous, or B, she like him, but he ain't putting it down in the bed.
Sean is
I just-
wild as ever.
It sounds
Sean
like
is
it's
wild.
a
This
it
has
sounds
gloves
like
for
it's
Christmas.
like a third. It's like a third episode of Two Can Play That Game. Like I think they made a couple more. Like you're playing that game with him, thinking that it's gonna come out that, oh my God, he really likes me. He's gonna fight for this relationship. When that it could, as we can see, it sounds like it's backfiring on her.
First
Like,
of all,
first of all,
she got to know that dude is digging her right now. She
Yeah.
got to know. If you know somebody digging you and you digging them, you got to start cutting that off. Don't just say, oh, I got this side dude. You know, now you finna put it on.
Corey, no, we're not doing that. We're not doing that.
You gonna turn into for the streets now. He ain't gonna treat you like number one.
So here's my thing though. Just because I think that you feeling me, don't mean that you actually feeling me like that, and B, it don't mean that you're not smashing.
Everybody
But here's the thing.
Everybody
Here's the
knows
thing. Nobody wants rejection, so maybe she didn't go through that "I'm feeling you" conversation because she don't. If you say it that way and he says, "Oh, well, I ain't feeling you," then your feelings really hurt. But if I tell you, like, "Hey, by the way, I'm smashing dude over here,"
so would it been better for her?
Say walk away.
So Tiffany, let me ask you this: so would it have been better for her to just, keep doing what she was doing? Don't say nothing. Just keep doing what she was doing, and then when they hit that point, then she just cut it off and just never say nothing about it. Which one is better? Is it to be open? Did it to be upfront and honest about it?
Apparently they have this type of relationship or situation where they feel like they can have that conversation. But for me, I believe when I meet somebody, when I first meet you, I'm going to assume that somebody else is in the picture, whether you tell me yes or no. I mean, and I've had some guys literally lie to me in my face and be like, "Oh, ain't nobody. It's just you." Whatever.
Well, okay.
We're not talking about them tonight.
Did y'all listen to what? Did y'all listen to what Lefty said? He said they doing walks in the park.
Right, they're dating.
They started dating.
He ain't smashing nobody else.
But you gotta understand. You gotta understand a guy. Hold on, let me just get this out. You gotta understand a guy. This dude is holding hands, PDA. He all out there, probably spending money on dinners and all that stuff. They smashing, spending the night. I just go back to the first thing. They spending time walking and skipping and holding hands. Men don't do that. They don't just exactly. Men don't do
you
that.
You feeling me and still fucking somebody else. It happens all the time.
I'm not saying that. But the whole holding hands, skipping in the park thing, men don't do that.
Okay, so let me just say this, because this does not make sense to me in any phase.
Corey,
and like
are you say, hold on, Corey, are you Corey? Please chime in. Is that a man or a woman, Corey?
It's a man.
All right, Corey, Dwayne, are y'all walking and skipping, holding hands if you ain't feeling a woman? Please answer that question.
Tandy said they doing the remix. Two can lose that game instead of two can play that game.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's what it sounds like.
Because listen, this is what I see. If I'm digging you, I'm spending the night with you. First up, let me share something with you guys. It take a lot for a woman to spend the night with you. That means I'm actually gonna fall asleep. That means my hair gonna be messed up, wake up, morning breath. Like, that's another level of vulnerability that you got to get to actually fall asleep. Now, okay, like smashing and leaving in the middle of the night, that's different. But if I fall asleep, wake up, sun out, and all that, that's different. I got to decide whether I'm taking a shower in your bathroom or whether I'm gonna do the walk and stand. It's a lot with spending the night. Yeah. Okay, so my thing is, why would you choose if you was gonna have a difficult conversation? Because telling somebody I'm smashing and spending the night and going to dinner, and as you said, walking in the rain.
He clearly had to ask. I mean, he had to ask.
He
clearly had to ask. So when he, I don't think she just volunteered that information. So when he asked, she gave it to him rough, rugged, and raw.
But so maybe what's her end goal? I keep going. This is what I'm trying to get. If her end goal was to be with that dude, you would never have that conversation. Like, what you would say is,
unless it's amnesty day. If it's amnesty day and I
She
I'm
just
not
say,
said,
gonna
like,
hey,
just
it
tell
is.
you I'm smashing somebody. I'm not gonna volunteer that information and I want to be with you. Like, I'm just
But we
not. Like, that
always,
doesn't
what
make
do we,
sense.
we all last season, all I heard, and then a lot of the ladies chimed in that we had that conversation, had that conversation,
My
had
best
that
friend just said it.
conversation. So when you had that conversation, it's something that you don't want to hear. You really don't. We always talk about we want the truth, we want people to be honest with us and upfront, but we really don't want the truth, right? Because even if you
No,
spend
y'all
the night,
don't want the truth.
no, but no,
Y'all can't
regardless.
handle the
Yeah.
No,
truth.
regardless, because even if I'm like Tip said, I could be smashing somebody else. You could still be spending the night at the crib and all that. So at this point, you're assuming that we're working on something, right? The assumption before the conversation, the assumption is, like being said, I'm feeling you. We walking around, we dating, holding hands, we stand over each other's crib, but you ain't had no conversation yet. No conversation has been had. So where do we draw the line? Do we really want the truth? Or do we want to hear what we want to hear to make us feel better?
correct. Because the last thing you want to do is stumble on the truth, because that's going to hurt worse.
Exactly.
So I'm gonna say this. That all sounds good in theory, but the reality is, and the women are saying it. If I really like you, now we're dating. So I think Nunu said it earlier. She's not doing anything wrong, but it's communication style, right? If I'm feeling you, there's not a woman on here that's gonna tell me that I'm feeling a dude and I feel confident that I can still move forward 100% by telling him I'm smashing somebody and telling him I'm not gonna stop smashing this person.
She was kind of
I,
sharp
Yet
for that.
I don't know if she said it quite in those words.
it don't matter. It
ebonic it
doesn't
up.
matter.
I
You
ebonic it
can't.
up a lot, but
She
you know what I'm
boxed
saying.
it up a lot.
I
Listen,
To
ebonic
protect
it
the
up.
innocent, to
You know,
protect the
listen.
guilty.
You
no,
might
you
say
just right.
something
You know,
like, "Yeah, there was some. You know,
I'm
there
still
was. I
seeing
was dating
somebody.
other
Right.
people. There were other people involved, but you know, I'm really feeling you. And if we finna move to a commitment, I could let them go. But I'm not finna tell no dude I'm really feeling like, oh yeah, I'm smashing him until you know,
Until you
So
ready.
you check yes on
Until
this
you
paper.
So then
right.
we really don't want the truth. So could you handle that? Could you handle a guy telling you that? Like you always say, you want the truth, be upfront, honest with you. Can you handle a
Hell
guy that you
no,
feeling
no,
telling you
no.
flat
If
out
you
he's still
smashing
messing with
me,
somebody else?
if you smashing me and I am readily available to you, and you tell me that you are going to actively make a choice to continue to have physical relations with somebody else when I'm already giving you my goods, no, that's disrespectful. It ain't like you lack it. It ain't like you not getting it. That's something different. It'd be different if I wasn't giving you none and you like, hey, you know, we ain't moved to that and I'm sleeping, but we
So I'm
sleeping
still over
together.
here. But is
Right.
it? I
I'm
mean,
here.
and
What
but
what you
I
what you
agree with
need
Nunu. Like some women are just raw and honest with it,
Yeah.
and I think
Your
that's the piece that
definition is
is the
flawed,
is
little
the
bug.
is the
my
problem.
definition.
Yeah, I think that's the problem, is that there are some women that can be honest and upfront about it. And we talk about this, there's that double standard that men can do certain things that women cannot do. And a woman can damn sure not come out and say, like, yeah, I'm smashing you, but I'm smashing him and we all good until you're ready to move forward. So if she's sexually free and that's what she chooses to do, and that's who you want to date, then that's on you. But the reality is, men do this ish all the time, and some men will come out and tell you that. So
Ladies,
I don't even. We're holding it against her because she's a
ladies,
woman.
hear me and hear me
What?
clear.
Good point,
Here
Tip.
you go.
Hear me clear.
Yes, sir.
Like Love Bug said, if you smashing, you ready, available, you and opened up your home, you cooking 3 meats, 2 sides, you need to have a conversation. If you don't have a conversation, then what comes after that is on you. I'm going to repeat it. If you are smashing a guy, your crib is open to him at any time, and you doing 3 meats, 2 sides, you need to have a conversation and communicate what you want.
How about this? How about I think we all falsely think that this woman wants a relationship, which I'm telling you that whether it's right or wrong, she didn't do anything wrong, but her end goal cannot be that she wants to maintain a relationship with this person.
And she don't want to stop seeing them.
Oh, no.
She feeling them. She
enjoys
said when they get to that point, when they
they ain't gonna never
get
get
there,
to that point.
boom, look.
They probably will.
I'm
It
going
must
out
be
the
something that
situation.
he's not doing.
They
It
won't.
must be
I'm
something
going
that
out
he's not
situation.
doing.
They won't.
There is something broke in that relationship in the guy, because we're hearing this only from the guy's perspective. Right. I'm with Tandy. This dude is safe. He looks good on paper, but there is absolutely no passion there. There's something missing. He checked all the boxes.
Hey, Corey said that female wants to keep Will and August.
Exactly.
Or you can't come to the show no more.
Getting Jada.
But I'm not saying whether it's right or wrong, but women chime in. If I'm feeling a dude, there is no way. I already know about y'all ego. There is no way I'm gonna say to your face that
You're right.
I'm gonna keep smashing the dude and I want to be with you. Now, if I think I got it like that, and I think you a lame, and I think I can be raw and honest, and you still gonna skip through the park with me and still spend dinner with me, and when I want to cuddle, you gonna still be my cuddle buddy and all that, and I know that this dude over here is rough and stuff and giving it to me in a way that you, Mr. Will Smith, ain't giving it to me, then she can have her cake and eat it too. But I'm trying to tell you from a reader perspective, because this came from the dude. She ain't feeling you like that, because ain't a man alive no woman alive is gonna tell a man she really digging and want a relationship with. I'm not gonna tell him that. I'm just keeping it 100. I'm not telling him that.
Keep that.
I'm not. I'm just keeping it 100.
If my end goal
is to be in a relationship with you,
keep that entanglement till y'all talk. That's what. Keep that entanglement till y'all have
to
talk.
Keep it, girl.
I think she should keep it. But the conversation is not that I'm going to keep smashing, I'm going to keep doing this until. It's the conversation is, what's the until? What else does he need to do? Because from what he's saying,
if you come out and say it,
but check yes.
Before y'all had that talk, we got to go to the proverb.
Oh, gosh.
Robin said he got a short. Robin said he got a shortfall.
Some sort of shortfall.
And Tandy said that's it. He let her know that he has spine problems. It doesn't exist.
Could be. I mean, hey, that could be it. Or like New said before, it's some people that's just raw and rugged like that. Some people give it to you in the raw.
Right.
I mean, but Tiff brought up a point. I don't think we didn't really touch on it enough. Is it because it's coming from a female that it seems so much more harsh? Does it seem more harsh because it's coming from a female? Because most guys, like I said, a guy said in a heartbeat, right? Would this be different if this letter was from a female and a dude told her that?
Do guys really say it to our face though?
Some guys do.
They do.
Some guys do.
And
you gonna
some guys will be wrong rugged with you.
Some guys will give you a choice.
You they'll give you the choice.
Keep dealing with it or not.
To my motherfucking loot in the park, and then he's gonna leave you and go down the street and be with the chick. So it's the reality, and I think again we're taking it to a different level because it's a female that said it. It honestly really is a practice that they do all the time.
Miriam said, "Get your Jada on."
Like
and Nunu said, "Get off of her. He's the one that needs to have the conversation."
Yeah.
So going back to what you said, Lucky, are we reacting to? Now I'm single, and clearly I know nothing about relationships, according to Dwayne. Which we're gonna get back to the fact that he clarified the shot was for me, and I wasn't even on screen. So we're gonna get back to that, Dwayne. However, like, is it that one? There is a societal standard. We may not agree with it, but we all abide by it at some point or another. We all abide by the societal standard, even when we don't want to, even when we acknowledge it's unfair, right? So the reality is this: if a man were to tell me that he was going to, if he were to give me my choices, like I always say, I'm going to respect him for giving me my choices, but then I have a choice, right?
Exactly.
And my choice probably is not to continue to be your cuddle buddy in your safe space while you continue to smash so and so over there and unwilling to pursue a relationship. That's how situationships and entanglements get started. Entangle. Oh no,
Oh
sorry.
Lord Jesus.
I'm just saying. I'm
Hey,
just saying.
I'm going off of
I just
like
also want to say that I think a lot of women are built differently. And
right.
so what men can do, we can't always be as successful because our emotional barometer is different. And I know some of us have mastered our barometer, but by standard, how we're built to be more emotional. Some of us have managed our barometer a lot better. And sometimes that's just not healthy for us to be like dudes. Like, let a
But it
man
sounds
be a
like she's
man.
been successful because your boy ain't gone nowhere, is he? He's still there,
I
right?
No, he
now
don't deal with her no more.
first up,
He
I
don't deal
need
with her
her
no
on
more?
the show
No,
because
he
it's
left her
a
alone.
straight.
He left her
It's a.
alone.
Exactly.
He left her alone.
He
That's
left
my
her alone?
point.
He left her
He
alone.
left her alone,
Wow.
which is going
Exactly.
back to what was her end goal. You had it
Right.
all, girl. It is definitely
Yeah, he left
cuffing
her
He
alone.
had to
season,
skip to
and
Malou.
he was. We
Yeah.
were right at draft time. You had about 30 more days, and you absolutely would have been cuffed. And you chose to say something that was not going to get you your end goal just because men do it.
Or maybe that was her end goal. Maybe that was her
Right.
way
We
of
don't
getting rid
know.
of him.
Right.
Yeah.
But
I'm gonna just say I think something was broke.
she's
He
still
ain't, she
calling
wasn't
him.
feeling him.
She's still calling him. She still want to hang. He just like he don't want to deal with it. So, but
She still want them free meals.
I think Tiff hit it on the head, right? Because if this would have been, I think if this letter would have came from a female, you would have got more comments saying at least he was honest, right? It would have been at least he was honest. Would nobody been on talking about, girl, your cookies must not be good because he just using you. It wouldn't have been all that. It'd been at least he being honest with you, and most men are honest. That's all I'm saying. So it is.
But I would say this.
That's the double standard.
No,
Your advice would have been totally different.
The double
If that
standard
came from
is the assumption
Facts.
is her end goal
Facts.
is that she wanted a relationship. That was where the double standard was because what you would have heard if it was a guy was, oh, he probably not ready to settle down. He's still out there. He still just want to date. He not right. But a woman, we automatically assume that every woman's end goal is a relationship. Maybe all she wanted was a cuddle buddy.
No, what she wanted was the streets.
I'm with you, boo. Nate said, I truly believe she didn't want dudes. She wanted those free meals and them cuddles. He was safe. Listen, even the thuggish women, I don't care what nobody on here say. Even the ones who can smash and dash and all of that, it is still times they just want to freaking be held.
Yes, the JADA edition, number 22.
Yes, and we didn't have time to dive into JADA because it's going to be the same thing. We talk about that, I guess, next week or whenever we talk about it. The response is going to be totally different.
Keep him as a sneaky link, is what Robin said. But I love this from Joey. Shout out to Joey. I'm with you. He ain't left her alone. We will be hearing about this later on. I bet
I get the update.
We come back. We're going to get an update. Because did he really leave her alone?
Well, since we went through the whole Jada Will thing out there, let's go.
How much time we gonna
now
do?
I thought we was only doing an hour.
I mean, man. I mean, we got people out there. They want to hear it. Let's go.
Season premiere.
I'm gonna let our audience weigh in. We at the hour mark. Do you want to get into this Jada Pinkett stuff? And I ain't finna be on here all night. I gotta go pick up my kid. I got mom responsibilities. But we here.
Let's go.
Or is it time for us to sign off? I'm just trying to ask. Is it time to sign off?
Nate said, "Let's go." Nate said, "Let's go."
That's all I need.
All right.
We got two. Let's go. We got two of them out there. That's all we need.
All right, so y'all, I know y'all saw the newest news that Jada said, and the headlines quote, because this is not a Jada quote. Sex with Will is hard. So that's what the headline said.
That's what the headline said.
Now, listen, that is not what my girl said. And I'm going to tell you right now, I'm Team Jada, and y'all need to leave her alone and leave her marriage alone, because that ain't what Jada said. And what she said was actually some good stuff. But let's talk about it. Why are we so fascinated with Jada and Will in their marriage?
Because it's out there for display.
And it's not traditional.
They've been relationship goals for like ever.
Because you got a high profile marriage that's non-traditional.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So of course it's gonna be news. Right? So I like what a lot of men say. I'm gonna tell you why a lot of dudes be on Jada. Because turn the tables with the whole situation. Had Willow brought one of her little 18-year-old friends home, and Will would have started smashing her, and she got all heartbroken, messed up, he would have been a pedophile, a predator, a no good, low down, whatever. Meanwhile, y'all been Jada fans, and y'all team Jada like it ain't nothing. That's what guys don't like. So now let's go.
Hold on, but let's be clear. Will has admitted that he's had his own entanglements. His just didn't make the public eye.
No, his wasn't in the crib with somebody that was staying in the crib.
And somebody that was around.
They never said that.
They never said
that.
Did they?
You watch the
let's not go off assumptions. Let's go off facts.
We're going off facts. We ain't going off assumptions.
You're going off an assumption.
No, you have to listen
in the interview.
Yeah, in the interview at the red table,
he admitted that he had his own entanglements, and actually he said his was worse.
And he actually admitted in the GQ article. Let's not not pretend that Will hasn't been in the news too. And I think Will is playing a little bit of the victim, because one of the headlines that came out about Will's it was that he had suicidal thoughts. There was a point when things were so low that he just did not want to be here. So I do want to say this. Every time he talks about the open marriage, he says that Jada did not want the traditional marriage, and she felt like it was a prison, and he has compromised with her.
Okay.
So when I say I'm Team Jada, I appreciate her honesty. It's not how I would handle my marriage. And I do think at some point it's a little selfish to not see what this is doing to your husband because it's in the public eye. It's one thing for y'all to have agreed to it, worked through it, cried, threw dishes, whatever y'all did behind closed doors. But it ain't red table talk. I'm just going to put that. Like, stop putting it on the table.
But let's get to the level of dirtbagness that it went on. I'm making up words all night tonight. A level of dirtbagness.
Dirtbagness.
It's a level. Because at the point, you're still not looking at the fact this was Jaden's little friend, even though he was of age. This was Jaden's, her son's friend, right? So that alone, dirtbag. That's the next level of dirtbag. That's your kid friend.
Wait,
just smashing your mom.
Can we just talk about Joey is my new petty partner? Joey said she disrespectful. She look at Will as a meal ticket and a punk, but she helped that man grow balls, and now she can't handle the monster she created. I hope he screw all the Xmas elves under the mistletoe of hell. I'm being dramatic, but I'm with you, Joey.
All right.
That was strong.
That was a little dark.
I
felt that.
I know, Teddy was like, all the L's.
As my man Sweets would say, Will is somebody's son.
Damn right, that's and somebody's father. You embarrassing the hell out that man.
Don't sit there.
First of all, on that red table talk, he should have flipped the whole red table over. I'd have got up and threw everything. I'd clear all this whole place out. That's what he should have acted the whole fool. But that's neither here nor there. I want to get back to if it was Will. If it was Will who had did the same thing with one of his daughter's friends.
I'm not even gonna argue it. He would be in the R. Kelly category. If he had slept with his daughter's friend, and even though she was of age, and it was and let's not forget that August came out and said that he was going through a mental, he's stressed and all of that. I absolutely think that she took advantage of him, right?
Right. She put his head on her chest, and it started from there. Yeah, that's kind of what happened.
Maybe it was her thigh. That's how it kicked off.
Oh, Lord.
Did we just get to after dark? First up,
we went a little dark.
Nate said should have snapped out at the table. But I also want to go back to, I think oh, okay. Robin also said, yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
So even if they
very adamant that divorce is never an option for him.
Right. So even if they I guess even in an open relationship, right? Or I have an open marriage, whatever they weird little thing they got going on, non-traditional, whatever. Shouldn't there be some type of boundary within that too, though, as far as family, friends, relatives?
It may be.
It shouldn't be some boundaries in the boundaries of the open relationship. Can we bag up a little bit? Because I feel that because Will and Smith are like the relationship goes, just because of their longevity and the fact that their relationship was public facing. But listening to them now, I just gotta ask this question: Is like monogamy dead?
But remember, I mean, even
is this the best you get? Is this the best you get even in marriage?
They were kids that were already in the public eye. So we're talking about both of them were they were stars at the time. They were childhood stars. And they got married as children. These two have never really had a chance to grow up.
Children, because you gotta think Will had his first marriage to his oldest son.
But they were still in their early 20s though.
Lefty, I'm with you. I'm with you. They just should have been flipping tables. For real.
There it is. Tear it up.
But she said even in this article, like growing up, like which was the whole point of the article or the whole point of that particular red table was the fact of being with somebody for so long, but still not being in a space where you feel comfortable to tell them about what you want and need sexually.
Now,
which is what the whole context of the conversation was about.
I agree. Now, I think this last article, they just coming after Jada, because when I actually read what she said, I was like, oh, this is good. She simply said, because you've been with someone for a long time, you cannot assume that they know what you need, nor can you get mad that you have to commit to communicating your needs and they communicate their needs. And she finds it hard even now to communicate her needs. Not that sex was hard.
You know what I think it is hard. Can I just give my opinion on this whole Jada red table? This is only to keep her red table talk show in the limelight, because it gets really stale at some points where it's like, really? And then she comes out with something crazy like this, and now all of a sudden red table popping.
Well, I mean, Miriam already said earlier, she also thinks that some of all of this discussion and stuff they're doing is for his new movie. And I think he got a book that's coming out too.
Will is that dude when it comes to movies.
Don't think that they not business partners. In all things, don't think that Will and Jada don't move as business partners. They just like Bill and Hillary Clinton.
It's a brand. It's a brand. Now, because some of this had been, her speaking out in this article, would it be fair to look at some of it as she's trying to justify what she has done by putting all this out there? Is some of it kind of justify the fact that she pulled a dirtbag move as far as messing with you?
I think Jada wants out. I think Jada is stuck in a marriage that Will is willing to be in any kind of way, because he has publicly said he does not want to get a divorce, and Jada wants out, and she is trying to force it so that he will give her an out. That's what I truly believe. Jada does not want to be married to Will.
You can get divorced,
and she's going to continue to drag him.
You can get an absentee divorce if she really want out.
Yeah, but
She's not as stuck. Some of it is her trying to protect her image too, though. Some of it is her trying to protect her
But they
image too.
millionaires, so it ain't like I could just divorce him and he not agree and she get all of the stuff that she wants. I'm telling you, she wants out.
Well,
Like,
but
there's
think
no
about
way
it.
y'all kept this silent for all these years where we thought that y'all was normal, even though we heard the rumors when that show was out there. Ain't no way that you kept this silent and now all of a sudden you seeking healing by telling us all of it. Good job.
But think
Back where you
about it.
supposed to
But
be.
think about it. Right now,
Really?
what does Jada even have outside of the red table talk? What does she have?
Got
So
a couple of
honestly, if
BET
she
joints.
puts up a big, I don't even think like, and I only hear about the red table unless she's talking about Will. So I think, like, seriously, if she were to leave him, she has nothing. Honestly, I mean, and this is for years. Like, he is the one with the career, to be honest. At this point, like, all of her stuff was much earlier on in life. So
I agree.
that's all she has to
kids
do.
And
got
that's
a-
what
her kids
that's
got a
why
little
she's not
paper.
gonna go for no absenteeism.
Her kids
Her
got
kids
a
are
little
grown.
paper.
Her kids are grown though.
Her kids got a little paper. She all right.
I mean, I honestly, yeah, but she ain't Will Smith, all right. Now, come on now.
Right.
She saw what happened to Nicole Richie. I mean, not
Right.
Nicole Richie, but Nicole Murphy. Nicole Murphy did it. She found out about commercial flights real fast after she
So in other
divorced Eddie.
words, so now she's playing now she's playing a victim role. You said Will was playing a victim role. Now she's playing a victim role because it sounds like she's being trapped, like she's trapped in this marriage. So Will should just give her a divorce, give her half the money or whatever, come up with a lump sum and get that to her. She gonna not so that would be the right thing to do, right? But instead, she's gonna play victim, like, oh, I can't. This is why I'm doing this. This is you say it sounds like she don't want it. And if somebody else agreed with that, if you don't want to be in a marriage, I don't care how strong Will is about it or how hard he feels about it. When somebody want out, you ain't going. They can get out. I'm sorry, you can get out. There's a way out of anything. That's not. I don't believe that. I think
I
that's
don't know.
bullshit.
Watch the Red Table Talk. There is this very weird moment at the end between the two of them where they talk about for life. So I'm just gonna tell you, I don't know what little blood bond they done made. I don't know what they didn't agree to.
Some little Illuminati.
Look, all I'm saying is
Wait. Eric is in Facebook jail, so he's like sending me his messages to say out on the air. So he just said, he was like, if J and B didn't get divorced, Will and Jada ain't get divorced. So there you go.
Who?
If Jay-Z and Beyonce
but they didn't go all into detail. Will and Jada, they slip showing. They whole slip showing. Like they out there.
Lucky, how old are you? Lucky, how old are you?
I do. Look, man, I like
you see my face
no more.
Slip showing.
We don't want slips no more. He said they slipping showing. I'm like, are you like a 60-year-old granddaddy or something? Like, what are you doing?
A little southern in you. A little southern in you. Your slip showing.
They
whole slip showing.
When it comes to, I see Robin beat me to it. When it comes to the level of money
can't get off
and
this.
stardom they got,
her whole slip is showing.
Her whole, yeah, and she ain't even got on the skirt no more. It ain't even just the slip is showing. Like the skirt is
That's
off.
all she's wearing.
They slip showing at church while she up front taking communion.
You got the bar tonight, bro.
They slip is showing like they hold like J&B is totally different. We know he cheated, but you never found out who exactly the woman was. A bunch of speculation, and we know
with the good hair.
And Solange put hands on him in the elevator. We saw
sure
all that,
did.
But they never went into detail. They cut an album, left it alone, had 2 more babies, moved on with life.
There you go.
Jada and Will, Jada doing interviews. They exposing a lot.
Back and forth.
They exposing
I mean,
a
like
lot.
they putting a lot of stuff out there. And
it's making her relevant, y'all.
Thank you, Camo.
It's making her relevant. There is nothing about Jada. Think about it. What has Jada played in the last 10 years?
Nothing since Set It Off. That's all I think.
Set It Off.
Oh yeah, Girl Trip.
Fish Mooney.
I forgot she was in Girl Trip.
She was in Gotham City.
Fish Mooney.
Fish Mooney. It's the coldest name.
But listen, when Will walk in the room, Will gets attention. He owns the room when Will walk in the room. When Jada walk in the room, it's like,
Well, Will is the megastar.
That's somebody's mama.
For the streets is here.
No.
Well, Joey says my sister's owner says she's screwing mentally ill kids. Predators.
Clearly, Joey is Team Will. I just want y'all to know.
I'm just saying. Yeah. I mean, like some of it,
I agree with Miriam.
Some of it is kind of victim. She trying to play victim a little bit, and I ain't feeling that.
Well, which one call
Nate
it?
Says, why is she trying to provoke that man? That's what I see. She wants out and trying to resurrect her career at the same time.
But you know what? Because the way that this came out, it made Will more of a darling to the public. Honestly, like when it all came out, I was like, oh, poor Will Smith, even though he's done his level of dirt and everybody know Will had his dirt, but literally it made him a darling. So now she's trying to flip the script. So now she can be the victim.
Well, Candy said something interesting. You just put it up there.
They shut August up. Oh, they been shut him up.
But if he's still out there talking.
So like August started it, but they ain't shut up since then. We was all in
August and what about his life?
Yeah, that was last year. Now,
maybe August got a lot of more dirt that he said that he gonna bring out. So it's like you got to get ahead of it and put it out there and call it a day. So when it come out, nobody misses Joey, sis. Stop it.
Well,
I miss Joey.
She could be trying to resurrect her career, and I got a movie for her. The Chronicles of a Hussy, Part 1.
A semi-hussy. She's somebody's mama.
No, she mega hussy. That's her son friend.
She coming out with her own version of Bad
Boys. The rebirth of the hussy. The rebirth of the hussy.
Instead of Bad Boys, it's Bad Hussy. Bad Hussy. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when the hussy come for you?
Now, I got a question. Since all of y'all are like, okay, I'm with Miriam. They rich. They both understand this. Thank you. Yeah. Chronicles of the Hussy. Oh my God! Why is he helping you with the title?
We get a new movie. Let's write it. We all get rights to it. Everybody on the show right now. We gonna go to executive producer rights. Oh my goodness! Nate.
Thank you for like helping us know that we needed a chaser behind what you was finna say.
Okay.
God,
right.
Munchie, they bringing it. They is bringing the pain. Oh yeah. Hey, Munchie brought up something too. Now, Dash from the Dog Pound said Jada was messing with the little crisscross boy when he was 15,
and she was 22.
She was 22. That came. Go look that up.
Okay, yeah, I did hear that.
Yeah. So who's the predator? Can't females be predators too?
Yes, they can.
Okay, but let's just talk about this. Hold on. This is it. I'm not, and I know I'm finna get in trouble, but we put it out here, real, raw, and relevant. But isn't that something that we have to address? Because every male I know lost their virginity to a woman that was way older than them. Every male I know.
You say way older.
They need
way.
It was within the legal limits. It was within the legal limits.
Hold on. All your male friends need counseling now. If that's the case,
scarred.
Damn, they scarred.
Because R. Kelly can use that excuse then, right? R. Kelly said he was molested. He was molested by a female when he was a little kid, right? So he threw that out there. Ain't nobody felt sorry for his ass. With everything he was doing. He's under the jail right now.
Thank you, Nate. Raises his hand. Exactly.
Yeah. Within the legal limits, though.
By a Jada.
All y'all were molested by a minor. There is no such thing as a legal limit as if you're a minor.
She said loss of virginity or somebody. It was within the legal limits.
What's the legal limit?
He was under 18. We was both under 18. She was a little older, but we was both under 18.
What was the gap, Lefty?
3
Stop
years.
trying to clean it up.
3 years.
That's above the legal limit. For
3 years? When you
I lost my virginity young.
3 years is a big deal. You probably weren't even a preteen yet.
Lefty.
Yes.
Your screen should freeze.
Your mama not on. Your mama not on. How old is she?
My mama might be on here. No, don't worry about it. I was a little young. I lost my virginity. Don't worry about it. But you know, yeah.
Them females male babysitters was tagging y'all. That's all I just want to know.
Man, that sounded so
heard.
harsh. Babysitters were tagging us? That's harsh.
That's what it was.
That is harsh.
Probably
It's true. And I don't understand.
Well then, so let's talk about on the females
slip showing
because we always
the chick that took her right. virginity. She in a nursing home with her slip showing.
Come on, I set myself up for that one. I set myself up for that. But we all know, little fast tail girls, the boys coming up to the high schools and the Cadillacs, them 20-something-year-old dope boys that was riding up to the high schools picking y'all up. So yeah, it's on. It go both ways. It go both ways.
Didn't say it didn't.
Yeah.
I just said that it usually y'all tend to lose y'all a lot earlier to women that's a lot older than ours. You know, like point taken is they were coming to the high school. Most of y'all just found out what the little dingling do by the time y'all actually get molested. I'm just saying.
That's not true.
I'm not gonna say I was molested.
Y'all still having wet dreams.
I wholeheartedly disagree.
Still wet in the bed.
Y'all still having wet dreams.
Come on, man. Stop it. Stop it. Not every man and lost this to somebody older. Stop it. Y'all giving the show a bad name.
Every man.
Y'all giving it a bad name.
Not every man, but I'm just saying we really need to address again, if we're gonna fix the double standard, it's there that it's okay. Like boys can't be molested by an older woman, right? It's like, oh yeah, you the bomb. Like that's a notch on your belt because you slept with somebody older. Whereas when we sleep with somebody, first of all, when we sleep with somebody, every notch it counts like 12 notches. You could only sleep with one person in high school and you was a hussy.
Correct.
And you know, and I've had to have that conversation with my teenager, like, hey, you have a responsibility to protect your reputation because boys will drag your name through the mud to make their resume look better. So
facts.
But getting back to thank you. Sakita getting us back on topic here because we drifted.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I was in agreement, but I do think it was boundaries, and it was probably some, you know, and I'm pretty sure their PR people and their managers told them, hey, you got to keep this out of the public eye. You know what I mean? Like this stuff can't. It was always rumors that they had an open marriage, right? We've been hearing that for years now, right? We've been hearing that for years, but it was never nothing. Nobody ever came out, did an interview saying, hey, I was messing with Will, I was messing with Jada until August came out. Now, back to the slip showing. Now that slip showing. Because it didn't get put out there. Mm-hmm. So it's a PR nightmare on top of that.
Ain't nobody came out yet and just rode the wave since they out there talking about it. Like,
right. Nobody came out there. I was banging Will. Ain't nobody ran out and said,
but maybe they had
raised their hand.
But maybe they had some sort of disclosure agreement. Because if you're at that level, I mean, honestly, they're in the public eye, so you don't want all your business out in the street. We don't want to know who they didn't. I mean, you don't want people to know who you've been.
So you saying that Will is smarter than Jada?
Both of them probably did. They probably just didn't get one with August. Chances are, if they have been in an open relationship all this time, which is it's been a long time, that they probably had some sort of disclosures that people signed prior to non-disclosures. Thank you, Tandy. Non-disclosures prior to. Which is why we probably ain't heard nothing from anybody else. But August is different because he was their son's friend.
And he was off. He mentally.
No. So wait a minute. That brings up a good point, guys. So are we thinking that the reason why there was so much pain, because if there are NDAs involved in this wasn't an I got drunk and I wanted it and we had a thing, right? Like this means we having conversations up front. You got to sign stuff and all of this kind of stuff. So is it that this entanglement fell outside of the boundaries of their agreement, which is why August can talk about it, because she caught feelings and didn't follow protocol with August. Mm-hmm. Okay. Just giving it to him. He ain't saying nothing. He all up in the house.
Let me say this for the people in the back. The people that's way in the back. No one cares what Jada is doing.
Hey,
Yeah, we do, because we're talking about it on Tuesday night here on He Said, She Said.
We 30 minutes over.
Wait, come on, that was a great commercial. Like I need to box that in, y'all. Listen, all I'm gonna say about this, don't read the headlines. I think the last article that came out with Jada, it was sensationalized for the headlines. What Jada said in there was good stuff. Like if she's following that, if they're actually having those conversations, right? And you are confident, going back to what Mr. Smokefella said in season 1 all the time, communication. That's how you sounded when you used to say it too.
Dang.
It's in my contract. I own the rights to that. You cannot be bringing that up unless I bring that up. Thank you.
He said this one over here. Wait. That way.
Right.
That
Point correctly. Yeah.
Right. I can't because it's backwards. It's like, okay.
It's backwards.
Anyway.
Backwards.
Yeah. So listen, all I'm gonna say is communication.
Look, this whole thing still, somebody gonna look bad. Like everybody ain't gonna come out of this clean. And it seemed like it's a race now for both of them to be the good, to be the victim. It's a race for victim. You know, who's the victim in this situation? And I think Jada did that. Jada put a little bit too much out there to me. I'm sorry.
To answer your question, no. She knows she married to Will and not Pop, because Pop would have flipped the table, hit her with the chair, and just went to jail behind it, and then like, yeah,
and wrote a rap about it.
Stop it right there, because y'all, Tupac was playing a role ever since he was in Bishop and Juice, and he never came out of it. So just stop. This dude went to Juilliard and all of that. So just stop it. I ain't trying to speak ill on a man, but this dude went to Juilliard, so he was a good dude.
It could be hard to go to Juilliard.
No, stop.
What's his face went to Juilliard? The little guy from Fame. What was his name?
Leon.
Leroy.
All right, we going too dark.
Okay, that went dark. Like I didn't even know how to come back from that. But my thought is this: Pop had an image, whether it was real or not, that he would have done anything to maintain in the streets, and she could not be out here making him look like a simp.
I'll give you that.
Period.
I'll give you that.
Yeah. Now he might not have did it, but he would have had somebody on death row do it so that he would look. But she would have got a little shaking, as Chris Rock would have said, at least a little shaking to say, "Shut up."
So, but before we go, is the brand tainted now? Is it tainted? Is it forever stained?
No, I think hers is. His isn't. I don't think Will's is. I think hers is.
Will's still the fresh.
Hers wasn't anything to begin with.
Will's still the Fresh Prince.
Right.
I don't think their brand is tainted, but I think they have expanded their audience. I think by getting dirty in both ways, that more people are talking about them that wasn't checking for them because they were boring. They were safe. They were cute.
Excuse me. They've always been talking about Will. They just ain't been talking about Jada. Now they can talk about Jada because Jada now is in the headlines.
But I don't think their brand is. I mean, nobody is gonna not cast them or anything like that. I don't think it's hurt their brand.
They're not gonna stop casting him. She ain't been casted in nothing. So
Tubi.
Ain't been nowhere.
You gotta watch Tubi, Camo.
What is it called?
Tubi app. They got all the good hood movies on there.
Okay.
I'm with Tandy. Okay. Like I honestly think that there is a women out there that feel empowered that Jada has somehow been able to like domineer someone like Will. Like, so unfortunately.
Right. Because remember, nobody wanted her to marry him. They couldn't believe that Jada was marrying Will.
Let's pause. Why do y'all feel that she's domineering him? You don't think Will is doing what he's doing?
Oh, we know that Will is doing what he's doing.
But I'm talking about in all of this drama and all of this stuff.
But Will
is gonna do what he do.
But would Will be doing what he doing if it wasn't for Jada being the type of person she is?
I mean, she was
No.
back in the day.
Would he
That's
choose
a good
monogamy if he had chose a woman who could respect and function in a traditional marriage? Based on his comments, she has been hell bent on having an open marriage since they got married.
Right.
So my question goes back: how you gonna feel sorry for a dude, but he may only be doing the open marriage because I'm not finna only watch you smash folks, and I'm not smashing.
And I'm getting 20 mil a movie. On top of that, I got that bag.
Well, what Tandy said, that's what I said, that she just,
she definitely embarrassed. She embarrassed him. Open relationship or not, it's embarrassing to when stuff like that is public. Any affair,
y'all know
public
y'all
affairs
laughed at that red table picture of him sitting there looking like he was
His
about to
eyes
cry.
teary-eyed. Yeah, y'all did.
I laughed my ass off. It was hilarious.
So
I felt it was great acting.
Yes, he definitely paid attention in acting school.
Amen.
He paid attention. Like the scene when his father left on Fresh Prince. Why you don't want me, man?
Why don't he want me?
Why don't he want me, man?
Why don't he want me?
Great acting job, Will.
Yes. Right. Maybe he went to Juilliard too. He didn't go to Juilliard. Tupac went to Juilliard. Okay. All right. So.
All right. Focus, team. Focus. Listen, all I want to say is we absolutely went over, but it's because we love every single moment with y'all. We missed y'all, so I hope y'all missed us too. Hope y'all enjoyed the show. Listen, if you got
the comments are still rolling in.
I know, right?
They hilarious too. Oh wow. Wow, they rolled in. Okay. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Oh my God. Y'all, we're not gonna talk. I don't know where she went for her cheeks, but boo, if they get any higher, she gonna look Chinese. Like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Listen, y'all. If you dare, understand this is not a safe space. If you do something dumb, we're gonna tell you that you're dumb. But feel free to send us your issues, okay? If you really want us to tell you what's going on in your relationship, if you want some of this misfit relationship advice, hit one of the 4 people you see on this screen in their DM, or hit the page. We all watch and look at it. We will absolutely get some advice. We'll give you advice, but you should be careful for our audience, because they don't care about your feelings. They're gonna tell you
Savage.
And then Dwayne, you and I are gonna talk next week, because I need to know exactly what I did to say why he never did say why he came at me about being single, but it's cool. It's cool. It's cool. I'm cool. All right, y'all. But listen, we'll be here every Tuesday. Tia asked how many amendments was in your contract, Mr. Smokefella. Tia, his contract is 122 pages, and that's backwards, front and back, with demands and amendments. So
those are facts.
So you're going to hear about his contract all season long as we come up against stuff that we forgot was on that page because it's so long. But listen, we love y'all. I'm going to go ahead and sign us out. Remember, we're here every Tuesday night, 8 p.m. Central Time, because Lucky needs a nap. So, Lucky, I know you got to go first because your eyes, we can't even see them.
Got the screen blocking them. They're a little red. No. Hey, man, it's great to be back, man. I mean, it's a great feeling, man, to seeing the response we got for coming back. We just popped it up on y'all that season 2 was about to start. So the fact that, y'all been in the cut waiting for us, and everybody who's been, asked us when the show was coming back, it's a great feeling, man. I enjoy Tuesdays. Once again, it's gonna be great to be here with y'all. So next week, same bat time, same bat channel.
Mr. Smokefella, you look sad. I'm gonna let you go next. I think that's the way it's supposed to be in your contract.
I'm actually happy because I got my 3.5 Chico sticks, my 7 grapes, and my grape Shasta. I had it all set up before, so I'm good right now.
That's good. Huh? Yeah, we're gonna have your Doritos, 3-point Doritos. They all had 3 points on it. We'll have you together.
I don't want no little curled up Dorito. That you throw that one out.
Okay.
You know, we have moments where I literally am speechless, and this team constantly does that. So whatever. Camo, go ahead and sign us out because I have nothing behind the he's.
I love y'all. Thank y'all for coming back. Welcome back to those that have been with us along this ride, and definitely a shout out and a welcome to anybody that this is your first time chiming in with us. We love y'all. We enjoy y'all, and I so miss Tuesdays. I miss these guys and this lady, but I miss my audience too. So love you all. See you next week. We'll be back with the shenanigans. Yes.
Why you don't want me, man? Why you don't want me, man?
Love y'all. We will see y'all next week. Same bad station. See y'all. Bye.